Top 10 upcoming space projects of the modern age. Humans have already stepped on the moon and sent machines to Mars to explore. With ever-evolving science, only the sky is the limit. Before we start the video, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe so you will get a notification for our new upcoming videos. Let's look at the top 10 upcoming space projects of the modern age. Number 10. A Buzz Lightyear spacesuit. Buzz Lightyear's spacesuit was seen first in the Toy Story movie. NASA already tried that out in the form of the upcoming Z1 spacesuit. Astronauts will use the suit for deep space travel, the first time NASA has remarkably updated its astronauts' outfits in about 20 years. Its new hatchback design enables the astronaut to step in it from behind, rather than undergo the complex dressing process required by the older suit. The rear hatch can be attached to spaceships and stations, so that the astronaut can jump into space easily. NASA scientists didn't confirm yet whether the suit will feature pop-up wings or an arm-mounted laser gun. Number 9. Commercial space travel. Commercial space travel has been waiting to happen ever since humans fly out of Earth's orbit. Virgin Galactic is currently developing its own line of commercial spaceships. These spaceships are far more sci-fi looking than the ships of NASA or Roscosmos, the Russian space agency. Virgin Galactic spaceships can be launched into space from a large, two-hulled plane. For the time being, flights are going to be suborbital, which means you get to visit space for no longer than a few minutes. Number 8. A Mars colony. SpaceX is a space transport company owned by Elon Musk, the founder of PayPal. SpaceX works with the collaboration of NASA to make deliveries to the International Space Station. As Elon Musk aims higher, he wants to begin the colonization of Mars, but not like some Antarctica-style research station. SpaceX aims to build a self-sustaining settlement of more than 80,000 people. This technology is still in the development stage. The cost of this venture turns out surprisingly affordable. It could take place with $36 billion. If you think this is expensive, keep in mind that the 2012 U.S. military budget was $683.7 billion. A spaceship ticket from Earth to Mars could be $500,000 per individual. Number 7. A NASA moon base. If humanity needs to mess around in space, a moon base is essential, as no one has built one yet. But this inconvenient fact might be about to change. NASA has plans to station an exploring crew at a Lagrangian point called L2, an area on the far side of the moon where the combined gravities of Earth and the moon reach equilibrium. A moon base will help the efficient exploration of the space crew. The L2 station would soon be working as a gateway base to send crewed missions to Mars. Number 6. Space fighters. X-37B orbital test vehicle is a robotic vessel. X-37B returned from a 15-month testing session in low Earth orbit. The details of its mission are highly classified because X-37B is not a NASA vehicle but a military craft. U.S. Air Force officials refused to give out any information about X-37B except that the mission was a great success. The ship may be designed for spy missions or as a space-issue bomber plane, although it can be an innocent space shuttle carrying large cargo to space stations. Number 5. Space lasers. Every space or sci-fi movie features some laser. There's such a fantastic visual and perhaps will take place soon in only a couple of decades. The U.S. Strategic Command is actively researching the field of space laser weaponry. In the emptiness of space, lasers would have a very long range and be extremely fast, as lasers have the speed of light. Scientists have already made up their minds about the most suitable weapons for space, which can be chemical lasers and particle beams. Number 4. Humanoid space robots. Scientists at NASA are no strangers to robots. Robotics feature heavily in the Mars rover and many other devices, but a humanoid space robot is the only thing missing sorely. The Robonaut program has produced 4 different space robots so far. NASA and DARPA's joint project still has plenty more in development. The Robonauts are humanoid in shape and capable of handling various tools and tasks with their great strength perfectly. They got no fixed legs issue, so they can efficiently operate in an enclosed space station environment. Robonauts can easily be attached to various modules and vehicles on a planet's surface. One Robonaut is already operational and has begun working at the International Space Station. Number 3. Suspended animation. The biggest problem of long-distance space travel is the enormous amount of time it can take to get just about anywhere. In sci-fi movies, characters often spend the trip in suspended animation. Scientists think that this is a good idea. They're currently trying to execute a suspended animation safely. Cryostasis, freezing the body, might be a feasible way to achieve this. Current research indicates that safe cryostasis would mean removing the blood from your body or partially replacing it with a chilled saline solution. Chemically induced hibernation could be another possible method. It will artificially convert a human to a cold-blooded creature, so they can hibernate just like a bear who sleeps for many months in winter. Number 2. Teleportation. Now science turned its attention to teleportation, which means that space travelers may someday be able to visit planets without even landing their ship. Quantum teleportation is already a working version of teleportation, but only on a smaller scale so far. It separates tiny particles from their quantum states and transfers them from one location to other. This technique cannot transport any actual matter yet, so it can't teleport humans or even flies. That's a pretty awesome start for something completely impossible before. The record distance for successful quantum teleportation is 89 miles, 143 kilometers. Number 1. A warp drive. The NASA research team was working on a Star Trek-style warp drive. A warp drive is a propulsion system that enables you to travel faster than light by manipulating the fabric of time and space. People who build space things for a living already have several ideas, such as wormholes and negative mass propulsion. A 1994 theory inspires the warp drive possibility by Miguel Alcubierre, Mexican theoretical physicist. The ship will be expanding the fabric of space behind and retracting the void ahead. The warp drive will move forward as riding an enormous conveyor belt. If you are interested in this video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Share it with your friends. We will come back in the next video. Thanks for watching.